question, head coach. First call with an opening statement, and then we'll take questions. Coach?
Yeah, I mean, disappointing loss for us. I mean, just a battle out there, two teams fighting, scrapping, clawing. You know, you could sense how important it was to both teams. Neither team could really get any separation from the other. You know, we had the 5-point lead at half, and then they hit us with a little burst there to start the second to get the lead. But then the rest of the way, it was pretty much a one-possession game, and it went back and forth. If you would have said to me today, you know, under truth serum, if you would have said, hey, coach, you're going to have the ball and Ryan Langborg's going to get an open three, you know, to win the game, you know, on a clean look, would you take it? And absolutely I would have. And that's a testament to our guys. I thought we fought really hard. You know, certainly we know we're undermanned, but you got to play with what you got. And I was really proud of our fight and our resiliency to kind of hang in there and give ourselves a chance to win at the end.
You're going to saw Matt on crutches and rim tip-off. Is there any kind of update on him going forward?
Yeah, he's going to be out this week, so he'll be out tonight and definitely on Saturday. And then, you know, we're going to kind of reevaluate next week to kind of see. We want to let his foot kind of calm down a little bit. It's the reason why he's on the crutches, kind of give him a chance to heal a little bit and kind of see. You know, he's an older player. He wants to play in the tournaments. You know, so we felt like if we could give it a week here to kind of let it, see if it could calm down, see if there's a possibility where maybe he can get out there and give us some minutes. So we won't really have an update until, you know, before the Big Ten tournament. He'll be out Saturday, and then we'll reevaluate next week.
Chris, obviously last time you played Michigan State, Ty Berry was one of the key contributors for your team. Without him today, how did that contribute to the outcome that we saw, and how much does your team miss him in a game like that?
Oh, yeah. I mean, Ty's a huge part of our team. I mean, he was one of the better wing guys in the conference. You know, he's averaging over 13 a game. He gives you another guy who can come off screens, hit threes. He's a good defender. You know, he takes, you know, we were very prolific offensively, you know, when you had him and Ryan and Boo kind of running off screen, spacing the floor. We were shooting the ball well. So we've had to just kind of reinvent, you know, with the guys we got. I mean, Nick has done a great job, Martinelli, but he's a different kind of player, you know, so it's changed a little bit how we have to play offense. But obviously it's going to eat into our ability to score the ball, you know, and really Ryan too. Ryan coming off an injury, you knew there was going to be some rust there. You know, you have 2 weeks where you really don't do much. It was just good to have him out there. He played 39 minutes, you know, just seeing him move around, play. It was good to get him back out there. So as we head into Saturday and into the tournaments, you know, I think he'll be back ready to roll.
Yeah, Coach, obviously Blake and Luke kind of had some foul trouble at the beginning. You kind of mitigated through that with the small ball lineup. How are you able to kind of get through that and especially not get completely out-rebounded?
Yeah, well, we did give up some rebounds. Fortunately, they didn't turn into second chance points. I mean, they did get 19 offensive rebounds, which is way too many. We got to do a better job of that. But once Luke picked up 2 fouls in a minute, it really forced us to have to go to that small lineup. It's something we talked about, not having Matt. You know, if we were forced into that position, go a little bit smaller and hopefully spread the floor a little bit and do some more switching. And, you know, I thought for the most part, the minutes that we had to play that lineup, they did a really good job, granted that we really haven't practiced it.
Coming off 3 straight wins, two of those on the road, you've now lost back-to-back games. How do you take this and bounce back from this, add it into your game against Minnesota?
Yeah, you just got to go home and you got to win, right? I mean, we've had a situation. We had a really tough week earlier in the year where, you know, we were at Purdue and lost in overtime. Then we went to Minnesota and lost in overtime. You know, it was the other instance where we lost 2 games and, you know, we went home and we were able to then win 5 of our next 6. So I love the resiliency of our group. When you play in a league like the Big Ten, you're probably, unless you're Purdue, you're probably going to have a stretch where you maybe lose 2. And so, you know, for us to be sitting 11-8, kind of controlling our own destiny, heading into the weekend, you know, I'm really proud of the work our guys have put in. And now we got to go home. We got to rest up. We got to continue because we know, you know, Minnesota's a very good team. You know, we're going to have our hands full, but we got to do everything we can to finish off our home slate with a big win on Saturday night.
And obviously, so did you kind of see it, Michigan State kind of change their approach at all in the second half? Obviously, Walker got it going. There were a few minutes scoring counts.
Yeah, I mean, yes and no. I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, they scored 53 points and shot 31%. So, I don't know how that entails into really getting it going. You know, I thought our defense was really good, if you would have said to me before the game. But I did think he had 2 layups there at the end that we kind of did not play well on the middle ball screen. He was able to turn the corner and get 2 critical layups. And then we left 5 points on the table at the foul line. You know, Ryan got fouled on a 2-shot foul. He made 1 out of 2. And then I think we had a 1-on-1 with Luke and a 1-on-1 with Brooks. And they missed them both. That's 5, you know, and when you're playing in a 50-point game, you know, you got to take advantage of those free throw opportunities. And, you know, the margin for error is slim. But overall, man, I thought our defensive effort was great. I mean, if you would have said to me before the game, they're going to shoot 31% and you're going to hold them to 53 points, I would have definitely taken it.
And obviously, Ryan kind of struggled a little bit from the field. Would you kind of keep that more too, getting his first game kind of after a week or two?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, like I said, he got hurt in the Michigan game, which was 2 weeks ago. And really, for the better part of 2 weeks, he really hasn't had any live action. Now, he's been in practice for a couple days as he's rehabbed, but we didn't really do any scrimmaging. You know, we had to be careful about how much contact. So this was really his first opportunity to get back with live action. And when you play sports, timing is everything, right? So, I mean, I expected a little bit of that. And then he did step up and made a huge 3 there to cut it to 2. And then I thought we ran a great play, and he got a great look there at the end that just was in and out. So he's going to keep getting better. And it was encouraging to see him be able to play 39 minutes. And, you know, I think a couple more days, the more he plays, I think he's going to be back because we need him, obviously. We're going to need his scoring. There's a lot on Nick, Boo, Ryan, and Brooks to kind of shoulder the load now with some of the injuries we have.
Time for one more question.
Yeah. Well, Michigan State only made 2 threes tonight. Were you satisfied with the perimeter defense your team played on those guys?
I was. I mean, those guys are really good players. I mean, Akins doesn't have a basket. So Akins and Hogard are 2 for 14. Tyson gets 19 points, but he took 21 shots. I mean, he's going to, like, with a really good scorer, you want a really good scorer to take more shots than have points. So with those 3 guys, you know, if I were to say we're going to hold them to 25 points on 10 of 35 shooting, I would have taken that because they're really good players. And so I thought our defense was really good. We just didn't score enough.
All right, that'll wrap it.
All right, thanks, guys.
Thank you.